I'm here in Spain, and this is the Mediterranean Sea behind me. And there's nothing like hearing the waves coming in and out, and the cool breeze and the seagulls above us. And of course, you can see the ocean as well as the ships in the ocean. But today I'd like to talk about depression. What is depression? Most people say they have depression. I'll say, could you give me a couple of ounces or a couple of pounds of it? I could use occasionally. But that's a joke because I don't really want anybody's depression. But what is depression really? Depression is something you do. It's something you do to yourself. It's a belief system. It's an attitude. Your mind is the chemical factor. You have to understand that too. You don't have depressed chemicals. It doesn't start there. It starts with a belief and about your mind and how you represent things. And so what we want to do is look at your life. What is it you do to support your depression? Depression is a skill. I've had many people who are lifetime depression. And basically it's just a belief. It's a belief about themselves. It's an attitude. They wake up and they reaffirm it. They replay things. And when I give them homework assignments like feel good for no reason, think about positive stuff, do things that make you feel good, guess what they don't do? They don't do it. Why? Well, because they're too busy. Too busy making themselves feel depressed. That's crazy. It's an emotional attachment. And oftentimes what we do is we watch other people we love do it. And then we mirror, we mimic their behaviors. And so that's one way. Now there's also other depressions, such as I lost my job, my husband left me, my wife left me, my mother died, my dog died, job changes, I don't have any kids at the house. Now those are situation depressions, and it's really what we do to ourselves again. So one of the things I suggest, and now some of it is kind of complex, I'll be honest with you, some of it is very complex, but if some of your depression process is started and you know when it started, go back to when it started. Go back and start addressing the memories. Do the list, do the attitude, do the emotions in and around it. And you'll start cleaning and healing and releasing this. And as you do that, then your life will really start to shift. Now sometimes it's kind of difficult to see what you're doing to yourself. And I always suggest finding a skilled practitioner. Although I teach EFT, or my style of EFT, it's not really Gary's EFT. It's a lot more advanced, a lot quicker, simpler. Not anything wrong with Gary's style. It just takes longer, and I just get right to the point. And Gary's style is perfect. I mean, it works great. I started with it, and I just wanted to move on. So use whatever works. So if you prefer using certain tapping points, do it. All we want is results and changes. But we want to look at the structure of how and why you do whatever it is you do. And then as you do that, then you start creating life changes. So if you need someone to help you, you can email me. You can go to my website. I can help you. I have colleagues that have been through my training who are very skilled at it, and they too can help you. But the key of creating changes is going back. Clean up the emotions. If you don't know where to go back, just go back to right now. Go back to that last night in the morning when you wake up. What is it are you doing that you're helping support and maintain depression? What is it at work? Is it at home? Is it a relationship? What is it you're affirming? Oftentimes, the lady kept looking at the photograph of her drunken not ex-husband, or could be ex-husband, but what do you call it, when father-in-law, and she just always got depressed every time she looked at a photo, or wake up in the morning depressed because of whatever. So you have to understand, depression is what we do to ourselves. And of course, it is a chemical problem. And the nice thing about it is the problem starts here. Happiness is a chemical problem too. It's based on what you believe, and based on the attitude, based on what you practice. And so what we want to do is start cleaning up your everyday life, cleaning up your emotional life. And I do recommend finding someone to tap with you, such as a friend, or hire someone who's really good at this. Now, this is not psychotherapy. Psychotherapy has a different model of thinking. Psychotherapy is basically insight therapy. That means if you understand why and how you have the problem, maybe, some reason, somehow, some magical thing, it will disappear. And that usually isn't the case. Now, sometimes it will lessen, but you need to make sure it's completely resolved internally. It's all inside you. And of course, it's all about you. It's all how you do you, your attitude towards you, attitude toward life. So what if you want to do it yourself, it's very simple. Go back to your past, write your list, do the stuff that you know that is affecting you, and start cleaning up those memory references. Clean it out, and each time you go to a memory, change it, switch it to a positive. That means instead of them beating you up, they're giving you a hug and high-fiving you. Or saying something bad, now they're saying, hey, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're great, whatever it is. So change the meaning completely inside. By the way, it's not your job to maintain the past. The past is over. Now, if you like having bad past and you like to rehearse the bad stuff, then do that. But then don't complain about your depression, because it's what you do to you. And so what we want to do is just change what you do. And if you change what you do, then your world will change. You know, the definition of insanity is you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're still getting the same results. Do something different. Well, the water got real high, almost got me wet. But anyway, do something different. Make changes and be consistent with those changes. Don't want to get my pants wet. There's nothing wrong with getting them wet. I got my swimming suit on, so I can just jump in. But anyway, does that make sense? I hope you understand that depression is something you do to yourself. Now, sometimes, guys, and this is a very common thing, we have had these problems for many years, and they will hire me, and they'll hire me to do a couple of sessions, say 2 sessions, for example, and we'll make changes, but we don't make all the changes, and so they quit. They prematurely quit because 1, it's emotionally intense. 2, it is working. 3, we have a tendency to want to hold on to what we've always had, and that is the depression. That is feeling bad. And of course, I want to get rid of it. I want you to make peace with this stuff. And so I highly recommend, if you want to work with me, if you want to work with anyone else, commit to yourself to 10 sessions. That's 10 hours, 12 hours worth of work. Guys, in 12 hours, your life is going to change. Some of you may have watched Linda. Now, she's on the YouTube there. She's brown hair. And this is what she did. She committed to changes. She came for every week for 6 months, which is about 24 hours worth of work. Her life completely changed. And she even said, there were some days I said, I just don't want to go here because I know that there's a big one here. But she stuck with it, and she stuck with it, and she got the changes she wants, guys. This is real work. This is the boot camp. This is getting in there and changing the real deal. So if you're committed to changes, man, stay with it. Do it. And she was committed. And by the way, her life has completely changed. And you can see that it's changed. And some of you may even see Chad on some of my videos too. Now, Chad has been through a lot of stuff. And he started these videos, and he had a lot of stuff going on. And it was pretty tough. I mean, there was a couple of times I said, Chad, you're going to have to straighten up, or you can't come to these seminars. And so it got really, I want to say pissed him off, but he made the decision to keep working on it because he was bringing his stuff to the class and he wasn't addressing it. And I said, hey, you got to get this stuff, And so he started working on it. Man, this boy has completely changed. He's different. He's got more peace. That doesn't mean all of it's gone because we're dynamic, but most of it is. Anybody who's ever seen him come to the first class, and now it's changed. And the deal is, and this is the key, and the most powerful tool that you have, and it's this one right here. Be persistent. Be persistent. Persistence. It pays off. Keep working on this. Guys, some of my biggest emotional issues, it didn't go in one tap. Some of them did, but some of them I were so emotionally dynamic. So be persistent. Keep working on it. Honor yourself. Love yourself. Keep cleaning until it's completely gone. And as you clean it, the real reward will be for you. And that is peace. And the real treasure, honestly, the real treasure that no moth or rust can ever steal, and that's what you have right up here. Make sure what you have within you is clean and good and pure. If it isn't, keep working on it and clean it up. Because as you do, the whole world will change for you. And that's what you want, is a better world. The better world starts with you. And I'm so proud of you for even watching these videos. Tap along with it. Come back to it. Tap on some more. If you need help, like I said, give me a call. FasterEFT.com. outsmartstress.com. It's all the same place. I'm working on a new website. Eventually, I'll get it up and ready. So anyway, I really want to thank you guys. Thank you for all the kind words that you said to me and about me, guys. That really what touches me, you know. And I want to thank you. Keep tapping, and always be nice to yourself. Tap, clean it up. Be nice to the guy that you don't know. Make peace inside, and then make peace outside. As Gandhi said, be the change you wish to see in the world. So have a good day. Keep tapping, and I'm very proud of you. Keep working at it. We'll make a difference. Talk to you later. Bye.